I feel like y'all gonna judge me for this. We already starting off this Q&A real messy. This is not my husband. With that information, which you will. Welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm Samaria Janae if you are new here, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Y'all, this video is so long overdue, so hopefully you guys can still appreciate and enjoy it. We're finally sitting down and doing a little girls chit chat Q&A, and honestly just doing some catching up. So if you are interested in kind of seeing what has been going on or have any questions that you think might get answered in today's video, make sure you stay tuned. I don't know what the hair is giving, y'all. I cut it myself, and if you know anything about me, the area of beauty as far as like makeup and hair, she is not my cup of tea, okay? I don't know nothing about nothing. Anything I do that might accidentally look good was surely an accident, and I just be trying my best, okay? If you watched my last vlog, then I kind of alluded to some different changes and life updates that were going on in my life. I wanted to kind of touch on those a little bit just so I can kind of bring y'all up to speed. I know y'all like to know the tea, and I be liking to know the tea too. So honestly, I love when people sit down and give us life updates and give us a little behind the scenes of what's happening, because like, people don't watch every vlog, so I feel like this is a nice like state of the union, come to Jesus, where we can all kind of like gather our thoughts and then proceed with whatever's next. There was a huge life update that I experienced, or actually that my whole family experienced, which was my brother, who had been gone away from our family for 8 years. I think I personally hadn't seen him in longer than that. He came back home to us. You guys, that whole experience was really consuming me. Not to make it about myself, but I just could not for the life of me figure out how I felt about it. The whole experience was just a whole journey that I did not know how it was gonna go, and I didn't really like vlog it. Obviously I kind of vlogged around it, and I did end up vlogging bits and pieces, but just decided to keep those personal just because it's not my own journey and it affects my whole family. But that was a huge thing for us because like, he's my brother. I grew up with him. We had never spent an extended amount of time apart. Like, for him to be gone for that amount of time was really, it had a huge impact on our family. Honestly, so much changed in the time that he was away, so it was a lot to kind of like take that in. And honestly, we still are, but I feel like things are starting to settle a little bit more, and honestly we're just so happy he's home. So that is one of the bigger life updates. Aside of that, y'all, there hasn't been like a ton of monumental things happening aside from all of us getting sick back to back with different bugs, different viruses, all kind of stacked against each other. It has just been so much. If you follow me on Instagram, then I was on stories the other day talking about how Mila had just gotten over being sick, and honestly, y'all, that was about to be the straw that broke the camel's back. I had been sick the week before, but I was sick very briefly and it kind of came and went. Zara truly has not been sick, knock on wood, and I'm hoping she doesn't take a turn. We've been trying to sanitize like crazy and just keep germs at a minimum. I'm like, don't drink after each other, just everybody keep their own germs, please. The fact of like how just down she was making me so sad, and I was really like taking on so much of her not feeling well, and it was just really a really difficult time. Thank God she's better now, and we are back and we are better. That is what has really been going on. The girls are getting ready to start back to school, and honestly, you guys, I am so excited for them. It's just so crazy that I am going to have a first and a third grader. Like, it doesn't feel real. It does not feel real. So anyway, you guys, that is my little life update. I don't have anything else going on right now, thank God, and I am just grateful for a calmness. Like, if nothing else happened between now and like October, I'm okay with it, okay? I'm okay with it. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the questions that you guys left over on Instagram. Like I said, this Q&A is long overdue, so hopefully these questions are not like stale to y'all, and hopefully y'all even, you know, want to know. We already starting off this Q&A real messy, and I'm gonna just call it like it is, okay? The first question is, are you and your boyfriend still together? What did I say?
Don't ask me about no nigga you don't see with.
Hello. Okay? Period. And I'm leaving that at that. So do with that information what you will. Moving along, the next question says, hot girl summer or heel girl summer? Well, being that summer is, I'm not gonna say summer's over, hands up, don't shoot, because I know how y'all like to tussle. I definitely have been having like a heel girl summer. I've not been outside. Anytime I am outside, I'm with my kids, so I don't even know if you can call that outside. And honestly, I just have not been doing anything for the male gaze. This is a safe space. I just have not been interested. Like, I'm emotionally unavailable. I just also wanted to put that out there for any of the men that hit on me here on this app or on Instagram or that come in my DMs. I appreciate y'all's support, but I am emotionally unavailable right now. It would be the most irresponsible thing for me to do in this lifetime to try to date anybody right now. I've already talked to God about it, and I'm like, listen, if there is a man for me that you want me to be with right now in this instant, he will literally have to like be planted right in front of me or something like that, because the way I'm not even looking, I'm not on no dating apps, I'm not on no trying to be cute for nobody else. If I'm cute for me or for the girls, okay, not for any of the men. No shade to the girls that are having a hot girl summer, because you know we love that for them, but that is just not the vibe that I'm on for this summer. What's your guilty pleasure show to watch? I feel like y'all gonna judge me for this, but I really don't even care, because this is, like I said, it's supposed to be a safe space. I don't care. I love watching My 600 Pound Life. Like, love it. Coming up as a close second is Hoarders. There's got to be like a psychological reason why I like to watch those shows, but I just do. I love watching My 600 Pound Life. I love seeing the people transform. Those are my guilty pleasure shows. As far as like a more normal streamlined show that you can watch on Netflix, my favorite show that I have watched several times is Breaking Bad. I pretty much always rewatch it around like the fall winter time, because it really just gives me those vibes of like, you know, I love a good crime series of like a drug lord, all that. I loved Ozark, so if I had to say, those will probably be my guilty pleasure shows. My bad if the angle changed ever so slightly. I had to plug you guys up because y'all was gonna die. I'm trying to talk to y'all while y'all are charging, so hopefully you guys don't die. If you do, then I'll have to come back. But anyway, do you enjoy summer break or prefer the more scheduled routine during the school year? That's a really good question. I think I enjoy them both for different reasons. I love summer break because I'm a mom that enjoys having autonomy over what my kids are doing. I'm also a single mom, so sometimes I get so burned out of figuring out stuff for us to do, entertaining them, and that's just my truth. Not every mother's like that. Some moms wish that they could have all day, every day with their kids, and I do love having a lot of time with my kids and being able to spend so much time with them over summer break. But something that I do love about them being in school is obviously knowing that they're learning and having enrichment all throughout the day. Also, I love school events, specifically throughout the holiday season. I love going to the little Christmas programs and doing fall festivals, just going to all of the little events and things that the parents get to go to throughout the school year. This question says, are the girls excited to go back to school? So funny enough, they were not initially excited. They've been loving summer break. They've been loving going swimming all the time and doing all the random stuff that we do, and just hanging out and just doing all of the summer fun stuff that we typically do. So I would say now they're excited, especially now that it's coming and we can actually count down the days and they can actually like have a real sense of when school is starting. Okay, this is a question that I think a lot of you guys may have been wondering or just have been curious about. Do you plan to have your place again soon? Your own place again soon? The simple answer is yes, and the long-winded answer is yes, but I've been living here back at home for over a year now. But honestly, by the time we move out, it'll probably be closer to 2 years, but we're gonna see. When I moved back home, there was not a super flushed out plan of when I'd be moving back out. It was just kind of like, you know, I was in a transitional point in my life, and I was going through a lot of changes, and a lot of things happened that we did not foresee happening, and that ended up extending my time here at home. I'm super grateful for it, and honestly, I know that this is not something that a lot of people can do, just go back home whenever they need to. And the short answer, yes. With that being said, I don't think that you guys will know when I'm planning to move and do all that. In the past, I've done the whole like apartment hunting, apartment shopping, and all of that, but I just think, I don't know, I plan to keep it a little bit more private this time. Obviously, you guys will know when I move into my own place because you'll see it, but as far as like the whole process, I don't think I'm gonna be like filming any of that or anything like that. I honestly probably won't even tell you guys when I'm starting to look, so you guys will just have to stay tuned and you'll see it when you see it. Definitely planning on getting my own place sooner than later. The next question is, have you started school shopping yet? yes and no. Yes and no, but I told you guys the girls have been sick, or Mila has been sick. We've all been sick, so everything was pretty much last minute. So we are going to still do school shopping. It's just not going to happen the way it normally does. So once we do that, I will take you guys along for that. I know not everybody starts as soon as we do, so it still might kind of be in good timing for everybody else, but our schools start very early. So this next question was kind of long, but basically she is asking how the girls handled the situation when me and my ex broke up, and that she's going through a breakup and she is just kind of wanting to know how to navigate that. I think honestly that is probably one of the hardest things about being a single mom, is navigating dating and also the downs that come with dating, like having a breakup. I truly, I think our situation was unique because it was an amicable split. We both agreed that that is what should happen. And so because of that, my girls still have a relationship with him. I just personally do not. I don't know, like there's no hard feelings or anything like that. And I know a lot of people say that when they go through a breakup, but I think because ours was not anything nasty or super ugly or super hurtful for either of us, that my girls still get to have that relationship with him and still get to talk to him and see him if they want and he wants. So that's just kind of how that goes. I know that is not like doable for everybody's situation. A lot of people don't want that, but I just felt like that was what was healthiest after speaking to my own therapist about the situation. That is definitely something that we kind of arrived at would be healthiest for them. We kind of had to introduce them to a new relationship that they'd have with him and what that would look like. But that's just what works for us for now. And honestly, it was a big relief because going through a breakup for yourself is already hard, but also feeling their pain and feeling their sadness. Obviously we lived together and they loved him and he loved them, so it was just a lot. So I'm grateful that we could kind of come to this mutual grounds of them still having a relationship even though we do not. Okay, this is the last question, and this was DM'd directly to me. Are you dating, and what has your dating life been like? I have not been dating. I have been very much so just focused on myself, my relationship with the Lord, and just growing myself as a mother. However, I am gonna keep it a bean. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I am just some saint and holier than thou. I'm not. And I briefly thought about dating and talked to one person and quickly realized that one, that was not the person I was supposed to be talking to. The Lord told me that directly. I'm not even playing. And also it just showed me that I wasn't ready at the time. Granted, it was a lot closer to the time that I went through my breakup, so I think I was just kind of like feeling myself out to see where I was. And I don't think I'm the woman that I want to be to date the man who I'm supposed to be dating, if that makes sense. I think that I'm still on my own journey. Y'all want a platonic relationship? Your girl, I got you. But as far as anything romantic or anything like that, you could ask the people closest to me that I spill my guts to. They would tell you I am not dating and I am not talking to anybody. I feel like I still have personal things I'm working on and that I would like to see myself accomplish before I even entertain anybody in that way. And also, like I said, I think that I'm not where I want to be to date the kind of man that I will require in this next phase of life, if that makes sense. So no, not dating, not talking to anybody, not looking at nobody. That brief time where I was kind of talking to somebody, it was not anybody new. I wasn't starting any new relationships. He was someone from my past who we kind of never explored the option super deeply of getting together. Our lives on paper seemed very compatible. He's a dad, he has 2 kids, very heavily in the church, but there was just other things going on, and I was like, this is not my husband. I just knew that he was not my husband, so there was just no need to spend any more time on it. Like, I'm like, you're not my husband. No, I just know, because ain't no way. Phone is drier than a Popeye's biscuit, okay? Ain't nobody hitting my line. Honestly, Mila calls me more than anybody else. Anyway, y'all, that's the end of this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, hopefully she ain't stale. Hopefully y'all ain't forgot about your girl, because I've been down bad. Yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're new, hopefully you learned a little bit about me, or if you old and didn't know these things about me, or if you was just wondering something, hopefully it got answered. If it didn't, make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can ask whatever you want to ask. Y'all are nosy and be asking me stuff anyway, so I might as well get it answered in a video. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next vlog.